Hand trauma, 50 minutes is hand trauma.
Ortho, surgery, anaesthetic. We're just going to get on, do this.
Not scare him, get you all sorted, all right?
John? John? Do you remember where you are?
King's College Hospital, London.
Thank God.
A major trauma centre.
Hit the curb, jackknifed onto the verge.
Have we got a good pulse? Have we got an output? You know?
One of the busiest A&E departments in the world.
He will probably scream, but he won't remember.
No, stop! Ah!
A place where love,
Come on, sir.
Let's go.
Up you go.
No.
Yeah.
life,
There you go.
I love you.
I love you too.
and loss
It's all right.
unfold every single day.
Don't cry. And we'll make sure Mummy stays with you.
Well, listen.
Right, who's not busy? Squeeze that.
We can't give up on her. Come on. We've got to be strong for Mum, if it is the last bit. Hey.
All the patients you're about to see were treated in one department.
Well done.
In just one 24-hour period.
I never cease to be amazed at the robustness of human beings. I love you. And the strength of their relationships. Love, it's a reflex. It's what you do. For many of the families, despite the devastation that they may be facing, they give unconditional love.
You're asking me to wait 2 hours. Fuck off, mate. 2 hours they're asking me to wait. What do I look like? A mug? I don't think so. 2 hours. Kiss my ass, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You remind me of my nan. You look like my nan.
I'm not that old, am I?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Not. Is it 12 o'clock?
Valentine's Day in A&E will see 307 people treated.
Sorry, mate. Thank you.
12 will be red phones.
Cool.
6 will have been assaulted. And 3 will be arrested.
Valentine's Day today. I have to remember to stop on my way home and buy some flowers because I'm going to be shot. I tried to cancel it, but
I'm completely absolved from any Valentine's Day responsibilities.
I was lucky.
Well, it's not a very romantic place at the best of times, I suppose.
We had, a couple of years ago, was a couple that had a blazing row, and we didn't realise at first that this is what happened, but one of the guys came in and he only had a half a finger. And we were like, oh, what did you do there? And it, you know, first of all, I caught it in a door and then, you know, some other story. And in the end, it transpired that his partner had bitten his finger off.
Relationships in A&E, it can go either one way or the other, I guess. One, it can bring people closer together because they get a fright and then they realise that some things actually really don't matter now my partner's sick. But you do see the odd fight.
Jenny there?
Yeah. A&E Kings.
Adult red phone in 3 minutes. It's adult red phone, 3 minutes.
So this is a bit more seriously. Is this HEMS or is this
No,
LAS?
they didn't say. They said a trauma. They called it as.
Okay. This is a fellow who has come off his motorbike, we think at about 20 miles an hour, separated from bike, slid on the ground. He's struck a bollard. They're such significant injuries from particularly motorcycles. They just don't have anything to protect them, do they? You go from cruising along at 50, 60, 70 miles an hour to sliding along and then abruptly halting, don't you? So, yeah, anything can happen. There's no crumple zone in a motorbike, so, yeah, they're often really seriously injured.
John, 53, motorcyclist, low-speed impact with a metal bollard, probably about 20 miles an hour.
Father of 3, John, came off his motorbike on his way to work.
He's basically slid on the floor, right shoulder, right arm have gone into the bollard.
So he slid on the floor and then hit the bollard?
Then hit the bollard, yeah. He has broken the metal bollard though.
Okay. So no open wounds anywhere?
No open wounds. The main concern we have is distal pulse.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks a lot.
No worries.
Is this all pain or?
This is anxiety.
Right, okay. Okay, just don't move his right arm again.
John's right side has been severely damaged in the accident.
Fucking arm! No problem. Christ!
We've got some painkillers coming, John. Hang in there, mate. Hang in there, John. Do you have experience with ketamine? You don't, okay. Could Malcolm Tunnicliffe please call resus on 2397, thank you.
Where do you keep your stuff?
My name is John Moran.
How do you think your wife would describe you?
Chaotic, selfish.
Hey, John. I know you're in lots of pain, mate. We've got some pain relief coming, all right? Okay.
I'm a psychologist. Some of the work I do is with pain management, and I teach particular skills to my clients. None of those skills were of any use to me at that time.
Sorry, John. Guys, can we have a hand just for a sec? Thanks, just to brace him getting off the board. Yeah. Okay, you got it?
John, hello, John. Hello, mate. My name's Malcolm. I'm another one of the doctors, John. In a second, I'm going to give you a really strong painkiller that's going to knock you out.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
all right.
That's great.
I just need to explain a couple of things to you. Okay. It can make you feel a bit funny. You can have very funny, vivid dreams on it.
Okay, tripping out.
But yeah, you're tripping out. It's ketamine, basically.
Fine. Okay.
So just remember, you'll be in a K-hole. So just remember, you're in hospital. You're quite safe. All right?
Okay.
We can give you something for it if that's really bad.
Okay.
Right, John, I'm going to get cracking to start with. We'll give you a little bit to start with. I won't let them do anything until I'm happy you're away with the fairies. All right, ready? Okay.
So, guys, I think we need to be a bit quiet around the bed with the ketamine on board.
Well done.
50 milligrams of ketamine, a sedative so strong it's also used as a horse tranquilizer, will knock John out for 20 minutes. Enough time for the team to straighten and plaster his arm.
John.
Only then will he be settled enough to be scanned for internal injuries.
John, can you hear me? Go, boys. Do it. He'll probably scream. He will probably scream, but he won't remember.
Bloody Valentine's Day, isn't it? But I see not a very nice Valentine's Day. There you go.
Happy Valentine's, babes.
Oh yeah. Did you get lots of cards?
Oh, loads. I got a bunch of roses with a card that said I would.
Really?
And that's it. Abby, I would.
We're all flesh and blood. We've all got 2 eyes, a nose and a mouth. You know, what appeals to one person doesn't necessarily appeal to somebody else. I love him with all my heart, and I love him from the inside out. Gary is my soulmate. I trust him with my life.
I'm in hospital, Dad. Yeah, up in London. So I'm in here at King's Hospital now, and I had a CT scan, and he said I've got a bleed on my brain.
Your blood pressure's too
Because my blood pressure's too high, Dad. He said,
Gary, a 52-year-old paint sprayer, was leaving work when he began to lose feeling down the left side of his body.
I heard Gary's car pull up outside. He came in and said he thought he had a migraine. And when I looked at him, I could see the side of his face had dropped and his eye had dropped.
I thought I'd better let you know anyway, because otherwise...
I'll keep him informed.
And I'll probably be here a couple of 3 days, I don't know. They're giving me some stuff just now. They've been doing all these sort of reflex tests and stuff. And, I mean, he called it a bleed. I've got a bleed on the brain, I suppose that's what he classes as a stroke, isn't it? Yeah, it is, hang on.
Hello? You know what he's like, he didn't want nothing done. As soon as he came in from work, I phoned for the ambulance straight away. I could see... I had to keep my head, because if I'd panicked, then I know Gary would have panicked. So I had to sort of keep my wits about me. But deep down inside, I was absolutely petrified. All right then. So I'll ring you tomorrow.
Dad feeling all right?
Yeah, he said, are you all right? Yeah, he's all right, he's a bit upset. Yeah. I met Gary at a bikers rally in Chilham in Kent 10 years ago. The night I met him, I was out with a girlfriend of mine, and when we saw the bike club that he belongs to, my friend laughed and went to me, my God, just avoid all eye contact, don't even look at them, because they had a bit of a reputation at the time. And then, of course, when he actually did walk over and speak to me, I couldn't be rude. That night, Gary walked me to my car, and as I got in the car, he actually asked if he could kiss me. My friend sort of like is going, oh my God, you know, I told you to avoid all eye contact, don't kiss him. But he sort of like put his head in the window and said, can I just kiss you goodbye? And I said yes, and he kissed me, and then he just said, oh, I love you. And I looked at my friend, as we drove off, I looked at my friend and I went, I think I've just found a raving lunatic.
Hello, I'm Kirsty, I'm one of the nurses. We're keeping an eye on your blood pressure, it's still a little bit high.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll keep an eye on it and make sure we try and keep it.
I think they put some stuff to...
Yeah, they did.
Gary is being given medication to control the bleed in his brain. The first 24 hours are critical, so he needs close monitoring by King's stroke specialists.
If I could go now, I'll go now. I just hate hospitals and doctors.
I love you.
Valentine's Day doesn't mean so much to me now as it did in the past years. In the past years, Valentine's Day was a big thing. Cards, flowers, and if it came on a weekend, I'd take her away for the weekend. But now it's just another date, really. Unless, of course, if somebody's birthday, if a young lady has a birthday, okay, I might take her for a meal. With her husband, of course.
Are you here on your own?
Well, no one's ever on their own, really.
No. No.
84-year-old Ronald has come into A&E after being bitten by his dog Benji.
When I was brought up, we used to respect the ladies. At least that's how I did it with my wife. Cathy was the first one that I really fell for. We were married 50 years.
You've obviously got someone looking after you with your
Pardon?
nice. You've got someone looking after you with your nice tidy
Oh,
dressing
that's
on.
all right, yeah.
And you were seen here last night.
Yeah, seen here, in there.
Yeah. And
They
you,
told me to come back at 10 o'clock this morning.
who did? Was it definitely? Are you meant to be at fracture clinic?
I don't know, it's a bite, dog bite. Repairing. She was 5'3". She was a little bit plump, although she'd hate me to say that. She had beautiful hair. I think the nicest thing you can say about her was that we loved each other.
Let's look you up on the computer. Hold that for me, because I think you might be meant to be at fracture clinic or something. Because he was seen here last night.
No, but he loves me.
What's your? Tell me your full name.
Ronald Kane, K-A-N-E.
Ronald Kane.
She tripped over in the previous flat we lived in. She hit her head on one of the wooden jambs, and she had a stroke. She was one of those people who detested hospitals. She was afraid of them. Well, most people are anyway, especially when you get to our age. So I used to go there and look after her myself.
Mr. Kane, do you want to come through?
You want me?
I do.
I was sitting with her, and a nurse came in and said, I want to wash her face. I said, okay. Would you leave us, please? So I walked out the room, and within 5 minutes, the nurse came out and said, I'm sorry, Ron, she's gone. That's it. Fini. All you have are memories.
Oh, Jesus. I'd like some McDonald's French fries.
No McDonald's, no French fries.
No, just their French fries. I love McDonald's French fries. I wouldn't mind a Big Mac either. With some sweet and sour sauce.
Hello, is that the radiology? Yeah, hello there. We've got a fella in here, trauma. He's Delta for the day. For Valentine's Day, he was trying to climb up the side of his flat and got as high as the first floor balcony and lost his footing. He's fallen backwards, and on the way down, he's managed to hit a retaining wall.
Do you ever get any Valentine cards by people at work?
By people that I work with, or from patients?
Patients or people at work.
Oh, okay. No, I get surprisingly little in the way of cards from my patients. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe I give them too much ketamine, they forget who I am.
It's been over an hour since John came off his motorbike. None of his family yet know he's in A&E.
So, John?
Yes, mate.
So far, so good. I mean, we know that you've got a broken bone in your arm here, okay?
Yeah.
And that was, kind of bent out of shape when you came in, causing all that pain, all right?
Right.
But we gave you a really, really strong medicine there that kind of almost put you to sleep. Can you remember?
back. I don't remember what.
Yeah. Can you remember we gave you a medicine, very strong medicine, and we've made this arm in the right shape again.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it in the right shape.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. So it's in a plaster now. Now
What?
it's
You did all that?
Yeah.
In a plaster?
Exactly right.
What?
So it's.
How did you do that? What time is it?
It only took about 20 minutes. But look.
20 minutes?
Exactly. Look, it's not.
No, stop talking.
It's not fixed.
Stop talking.
Me or you?
Stop talking. You. Stop talking.
You got a
What
question?
time is it?
It's.
20
there it
to
is.
11, 10:40.
10:40.
10:40. Right. Okay.
You've been with us for about an hour.
Fucking hell.
Do you want me to explain some more?
Yeah.
Okay, so this arm, it's not fixed yet, but at least it's in the kind of roughly the right space, the right place, and that's going to have helped a lot with your pain, I'm hoping. How is the pain in your arm?
The overriding thing that has always been a problem is riding a motorbike. I've never agreed with that. I've always worried, but I learnt very early on that there was nothing I was going to be able to do or say. He would placate me that it was safe and that our quality of life was much better if he rode a bike because he would have more time to spend at home.
The procedure that we've done on your arm is not the be-all and the end-all. There's a bit more work to do there, but at least it's a bit more comfortable for you.
There's a bit more work to do where?
With your arm, with the broken bones in your arm, okay. But at least at the moment, I'm hoping that we've got you more comfortable.
Have you had many motorcycle accidents?
Not accidents necessarily. I mean, you'll come off. If the road is wet or whatever, you might slip on some oil. You might get cut up by a motorist. I've broken a scaphoid. I broke my ankle a couple of times.
Look, you've got some more X-rays coming up, just of your chest and of your pelvis. All right.
Yeah.
Then we've got to go through the motions of making sure nothing else is injured. So X-rays of your neck as well. All right.
Yeah.
The bike has been an overriding shadow because he gets on it every morning and he goes off to wherever he's going, and there is always that fear.
In the majority of accidents, you'll arrive home that day, and, that eyes will be rolled to heaven and you just get on with it. But in this instance, there was, it was clearly a lot more serious. So you think, right, this is going to cause me problems.
Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe.
53-year-old John crashed his motorbike 3 hours ago.
Anything?
No. With his arm in a cast and his pain under control, he can now be scanned.
Breathe in. Hold your breath.
I really wonder about his spine as well. It doesn't look like anything. No, I got away with that.
Hold your breath.
Scans show there is no organ damage.
I need to see my star sign to see if it's worth waking up today, please.
I'm Cancerian.
Just start this down whenever you want to come down. All right.
What are you? Gabriel?
That's
I'm See you March.
Yeah, February 26th.
February 26th. Ooh.
Yeah, it's coming
Around
up.
the corner.
It's coming up, man.
Yeah, what are you turning?
Are you?
29.
29.
What? You're only 29?
It's because of the
Have you?
facial hair.
That is stupid. I do worry about getting old because time is going so fast and it's going faster and faster as the years go on. In my old age, I hope I'm one of those elderly little ladies who still loves to wear heels and wear makeup and be all dainty and have some little old man next to me still highly in love, and that's what I hope for because I love seeing the couples that are like that. They're just so sweet. And it's always nice to make an elderly person laugh as well. I had one say to me yesterday, stop treating me so good or else I'll trade my wife in. It's just gorgeous.
Mr. Kane.
Hello, how are you?
Let me have a look at your finger. So what happened? Was it your dog that bit you or a different dog?
Oh, no, I wouldn't let any other dog bite me.
Oh, it was your dog. It was your own dog, that's fine.
No, actually what happened is I was at the computer and he's got a ball.
Yeah.
And it's a rope ball and he jumps up, you know, and then I throw it.
Yeah.
Well, I was computing and the ball, one of the strands of the ball got caught on my finger. And of course he jumped up for the ball.
Got excited.
Not knowing. And
That's what happened. You're not getting him put down though, are you?
Pardon?
He's not being put down, no.
Put down?
Yeah, you're not putting him down.
Oh, God, no, it was an accident. He's been very contrite. He's been hiding behind the settee since he done it. He knows.
He knows he's in trouble.
Pardon?
He knows, yeah.
He does know, yeah. First thing Benji does, comes down here and looks for his toy. Hello. Then I got to spend the rest of the day throwing the damn thing to him. I've tried to train him, and they say, well, send him to one of these training schools. Well, that's all very well, but I think that would change his personality too much. I'd rather he stays as he is, mad, like me.
Ah, what were you in?
The RAF and Army, the Royal Air Force, 7.5 years, Princess Mary's nursing service, and 2 years in Korea with the Army.
Do you want to put that in the bin?
Pardon?
Do you want to put that in the bin? Thank you.
Yeah. When you get to a certain age, well, say my age, a lot of people just sit in the armchair and say, well, I'm too old to do this or I'm too old to do that. Well, I don't agree. I read in the paper and on the radio they were having this gay pride parade. So I thought, well, I might as well go along and see that because it isn't a militant one. Everybody was going to be cheerful, so I went down Haymarket and where I stood there were 3 or 4 young gay chaps there and we were having a laugh, having a joke.
So we just need to clean this a little bit because you've still got bits of cotton wool and gauze stuck in there.
That's what I said. There was something in there. I didn't know if it was
Just a bit
me
of
or...
fibre. I've got a dressing table.
And suddenly this crowd of very large gentlemen came dashing across the road towards me. They opened up and there's Boy George standing next to me. So I looked and I said, hello, Mr. O'Dowd. And he looked rather surprised. So I said, may I take a picture? He said, I haven't got a camera. I said, I've got one. So he got one of his cohorts to take a photograph of us. It turned out quite well, actually. He was quite a nice person to speak to.
How long have you had your dog for?
Oh, well, I had my first dog 6 years ago after Cathy.
Okay.
I didn't want to be on my own, so I got a dog. And she was beautiful. If I'm feeling a bit low, I say, Kath, what would you do? Or if I'm undecided about anything, Kath, what do you think I should do? And then at night you say, night, night, darling, God bless. Some people can go into a shell. They'll just keep there, contained within themselves. Other people, they can sort of throw it off. Not in their minds, but in their personality. And I think that's what I did. I just threw it off and said, get on with your life, Ron. She's not coming back. She wouldn't want you to be unhappy, be miserable. Do what you want. And I did. And here I am now. Okay.
See you later. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you. See you later.
Bye-bye. As long as she needs me, I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly. I'm not happy, I'm just fed up being bloody miserable. Bye-bye, dear.
Bye.
These are my favourite flowers. To have in the house anyway. If you're going to buy me flowers, they're quite cheap, so I'd probably want something a bit more expensive than that if you were going to buy me them. But if I was going to buy myself some, just to brighten the house up. Oh, yeah. See if I've got any pictures of flowers that I'd be delighted to receive. Yep, they would do. Just,
some flowers,
I'm not asking you to get me flowers. But if you were going to get me some.
John, we're getting a bit more morphine, and ASAP we'll get these blocks away and have you sitting up a little bit.
Right.
You all right?
What's going to happen now?
Well, have you been told about the results of the imaging?
No.
So far with the plane films, I mean, you've got some pretty nasty breaks in the forearm here, okay? It's going to require an operation, okay? So that'll be under the orthopaedic team. You've also broken the shoulder blade, okay, the scapula. And it's broken in a few different pieces, and the reason it's so sore around your shoulder here is that it looks like, you know how there's a ball and socket joint? Mm-hmm. Okay, well the socket of the shoulder, I gather from the CT, there might be a break through that as well as other parts of that shoulder blade. So it's pretty badly broken. And simply for the reasons of analgesia, you're going to have to stay in. I mean, not just for the fact that you need an operation, but you know, I think you're going to be pretty uncomfortable with this shoulder blade thing. Mm-hmm. But if I can point out the right side there, is that your shoulder blade and all the big muscles that kind of pad over that shoulder blade have taken the brunt of this, and it looks on first glance that your scan of your chest is okay. Mm-hmm. So it's a bit like the crumple zone of a car, if you like. It's all kind of nuts and bolts and bones and things, rather than the important stuff on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
No, that's all
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's all good.
Listen, and as soon as we know a little bit more, as soon as we know the scan results, I'll come back and have another chat.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
I was hoping I would get away with a cast. You know, the cast would be okay, I could manage that. Surgery, not so good. That means plates and extended periods of recovery and so on and so forth. My partner and my daughter were in Muscat, in Oman.
And it was an experience for us. We hadn't been to the Middle East before, and it was all very different. So we were having a great time.
So, John, now my name is Ibrahim. I'm one of the other orthopedic doctors. Essentially, your forearm fracture is what we're going to fix today, hopefully. Now, this is the consent form. Okay. Mm-hmm. With any operation, there will be risks involved. You will definitely have post-operative pain. Okay. You will definitely be left with a scar. Okay. Mm-hmm. The incision will probably be about that long, so about almost 10 centimeters in length. You might have a scar either side, or just one scar. Okay. Now, I'd like you to sign here. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. So, are you able to sign with your left hand? And now, if I give you that and I show you where to sign. Yep. Doing very well. Fantastic, that will do, absolutely. All right, that's it, sorted. No problem. You too.
I needed my sons to know. And I phoned the eldest lad, Alex, and asked him to make sure that the youngest lad was okay. A few breaks. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Now, you just need to sort Joe out. Just make sure he doesn't get upset, yeah? Just one more thing, mate. There's no need for your mum to know about anything. Don't spoil her holiday. She's expecting a call from you on Thursday or Friday. So she's not expecting to hear from you today, so there's no need for anyone to call her. So tell Joe, don't call mum. There's no need for it. Okay, mate? Thanks a lot. Bye.
She said yes. She said yes. He got down on one knee, Maggie. He's right in front of us. One knee. He got down on one knee. Oh, and we saw it. Everyone left the pub and we saw it. But he didn't have a ring. No, Maggie. The thought is he went down on one knee and he just said, "Will you marry me?" She had tears in her eyes. It was just...
Oh, it was lovely. It got down on one knee and everything. It was absolutely amazing.
It was, man.
Gary's left side was affected by the stroke.
Touch your nose.
But his coordination is already improving.
That's much better.
Be anywhere earlier, out here. I'll stretch me down. That sort of buggered me a bit now, though, isn't it?
Well, it's just giving you a little bit of a warning to slow down a bit. You're not the big roughy tufty biker that you thought you was. You like to scare me, don't you? I love you.
When you've had a stroke, it makes you realise the things you used to worry about, some of the things you ain't worth worrying about. The other day I was in Bexley Heath and I heard this lady talking to this old lady, and I was sitting there. Tracy had just gone to the toilet and I was sitting there with a bag, and she come out, she goes, "What's up with you?" I was looking in the bag. I had tears coming down my face, I did. And what happened was, I heard this lady speaking to this old lady. She said, "How are you today?" "Yeah, I'm all right, yeah. It's my birthday today. I'm 74. And she said, "Oh, that's nice. Any plans?" I said, "No, I've got no plans." And of course, "All right, I'll see you later." Then she went off, and I thought, that old lady ain't got anyone, that old lady, like. So we walked off, and we got round the corner, and I said, "I want to buy her some flowers." So we bought her some flowers, and I went back there. And I said to Tracy, "Is she still there?" And she said, "Yeah, she's still sitting there." And I didn't know until I got back, because I'd only seen the back of her. When I got round the front, she was blind. So, a bit joke. So I went up to her and I said, "Sorry, I wasn't here, Wig." And I said, "I just overheard that it was your birthday." And she said, "Yeah, hello." She said, "Yeah, it's my birthday today." I said, "I just got you a couple of flowers, if that's all right." "Oh, thank you," she said. "Thank you ever so much." And as I walked off, I looked back and I see her smiling. And that made my day.
My idea of romance. Gary Mitchell, I suppose. And our sex life is very healthy. In fact, none of his friends will ring us on a Sunday morning because they think Sunday morning is our morning.
And are they right?
Yes, they are. Sod boot fairs.
How long do they say it's going to be? Lord knows.
21-year-old Anton has been brought in by his mates. He is suffering from mild chest pains.
Oh, bye. See you later. Facebook me. Don't say she's really pretty. Oh, she's actually nice.
Do you believe in love?
Ooh, gonna expose me here. Do I believe in love? Yes, I do believe in love.
Have you ever been in love?
I don't know, I doubt it. I don't know what love is, really. I mean, I think love is probably being with someone that you know can annoy you, but at the same time you still want to be with them.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah, I've been in love 3 times.
Oh, Maggie, I wanted to cry. It was lovely. Oh, she put it on Facebook. I should have said I was there. I saw it. Vicky, where's my balloon? I don't know. Where's my balloon? Paula's balloon's gone missing. She's gonna have to take my one. Who's there?
Relationships can be very tricky, and they have to be, well, not they have to be, they can be hard work.
Just stay nice and still there for the sec. G'day.
John is going straight to theatre,
Alrighty.
where he'll have 2 hours of surgery.
Okie dokie. See whether you feel a bit more comfortable. How's that? Is that all right? Feels good. Yeah, nice little change, huh?
I genuinely had no idea whilst I was away. I did speak to John on the night of the accident.
All the very best, eh? Yeah, take care. Very much. Yeah, no worries, John. All the best.
I called her from my hospital bed and just said that, you know, everything's okay, but I'm not going to be able to pick you up at the airport. So I just thought I'd keep the artifice going a little bit longer until I got home.
See you later, John. All the best, eh? Take care.
When we got back to Heathrow, there was a taxi with our name there. Still no idea, and it was only once we pulled up at the house late on the Saturday evening, my older son was here, which was unusual, that I knew something wasn't quite right.
I'd asked the eldest lad to be at home, just in case, you know, Francis was distressed, you know, just to provide support.
Alex dealt with it quite well. My son, he just said, no, you're not to go into a panic. So he'd calmed me down, and I had a couple of minutes before I actually came up to see John.
And then she came up and she saw me in the bed. I mean, by that time, I'd recovered my sense of humour. So I just thought it was quite an interesting situation.
Were you angry?
Yes. But living with someone who rides a bike day in, day out, I've always been concerned that one day I was going to get a call that something terrible had happened. And I think my feeling of relief that that's it now. He didn't suffer any head injuries, and there's, you know, that was always there. And he can't go on a bike again. And I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm one of the fortunate ones that is not going to have to deal with that.
you see yourselves together in another 25 years?
As long as he doesn't ride a bloody bike again.
Lovely. Can you remember what happened?
She's got a head injury. She's got a head injury.
It is a marathon, it's not a sprint once you've had a serious head injury.
Do you know where you are right now?
Queering a loss of consciousness, she doesn't remember the incident at all.
And it's the relatives who carry the burden of that.
It's going to be all right.